Republican Missouri Attorney General Andrew Bailey says his team is now investigating a media outlet which published a story critical of the social media site formerly known as Twitter. However, critics say this is something outside the AG's job duties. Missouri Capitol Bureau Chief Joe McLean is looking into this issue.
This all started after a report from Media Matters for America. It's a nonprofit media watchdog group. That report showed how ads from major brands were appearing next to pro-Nazi content on the social media site X, formerly known as Twitter. Well, a lot of those brands started pulling their ads from the site, and that's what led to Musk threatening what he described as a thermonuclear lawsuit. Musk hasn't followed through on a threat to sue, but in a social media exchange, Missouri Attorney General Andrew Bailey posted 2 separate times saying, quote, "My team is looking into this matter." Speaking on the right-wing media outlet Newsmax, Bailey said,
"If we've got an instance where there was a deceptive or fraudulent business practice where Media Matters was using some kind of coercive or fraudulent algorithms or advertising, that's going to be problematic under the Missouri Merchandising Practices Act."
But some have criticized Bailey for devoting resources to this investigation.
It would be great if he enforced our consumer protection laws in Missouri to help Missourians, but that's not what this case is about whatsoever.
Elad Gross is running for AG in 2024 as a Democrat and said all the resources Bailey is spending on defending Musk should instead be spent addressing issues closer to home.
That's going after issues that actually impact Missourians, not just getting involved in a dispute between 2 parties. They've got court, and Elon Musk has plenty of money to go do that on his own time. We don't need our attorney general and our money going to that as well.
We asked the Attorney General's office how much time and how many resources were being spent on the Musk case, but didn't get a response in time for this broadcast. In Jefferson City, Joe McLean, First Alert 4.
And we also reached out to Will Scharf, who is challenging Bailey in the Republican primary for Attorney General, but we did not get a response.